Hey guys, Kev here, and I am going to take apart this here Chaves Sangre and see what I can do. I'm going to, I guess, see if I can strengthen the detail a little bit or add skiffs and see if that helps. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But figured you guys might want to see. This one is on loan from Urban EC Supply. I was gonna Loctite it because it keeps loosening, but I thought better of it because they're probably gonna want to, pass it around or do something with it, and I don't want to mess it up even by taking the pivot screws out. So I'm not gonna. But this one here is mine. So go ahead and do whatever the hell I like with it. Grab my good old trusty Weehaw guy. There you go. You always need a stubby, guys, because that felt like I was going to strip it, and then I throw the stubby in there, and boom, comes right out. That is one long-ass screw. So that should get her apart. Boom. That was okay. Very simple construction, as you can see here. Jesus. Stop pin back here. You have this little backspacer cube right here with a little pin, and I guess the screw goes through that. So let's just take it apart. We have stock bearings. Here's our pivot, which I guess we could just clean up, leave alone. And if I was gonna strengthen the detent, all I need to do is bend this in a little bit. So that's what I'm gonna do. We are at this line. Right here is about halfway, so just give it a little bit. Don't think I did anything there. I'm trying to be gentle. It's a pretty stiff lock bar, and that's why I'm just trying to be very careful. All right, I may have done something there. It's hard to tell, really. So I'm just gonna pop it back together real quick and see what we did, if anything. Take that. I'm sure I could take this out too. Yep. And I'm simply just trying to test this before I go any further. It's just a very stiff lock bar. So it's harder to bend than I anticipated. So it might not be worth it, honestly. Action seems fine. Yeah. I think I might have put a little pep in her step. Of course, you have this going on, which I don't love. It's worse now. I don't know why that is. If anything, I don't know. That's weird. Maybe because I might have put the bearings in a different way. So maybe skiffs will help with that. But that's literally something I was talking to Grateful Panic about. He said he had one Chaves, or he handled one Chaves or something, and that's what he didn't like about it, was that it had that sort of rattle to it. I think he said side to side though, so it might be something else, I don't know. 5mm. Oops. Doesn't look like there's anything in here to really clean or do or anything. I usually try to flip the washers over. So let's do this. Put it in that way. This one's gonna be hard because for some reason I can't get the pivot out. Let's see if I can't. See, that's literally, god damn it. That's how tight it is. See that? Literally took the pivot out. Looks like the Loctite in there is wet, which is weird. Might just be dried up. It's hard to tell. But never good when both pivots can come out so easily. I don't know what else to do though, because you can see the pivot is just in there. I don't know if I can get the washer to pop up. And I don't know if it's worth it either to spend the time doing that, because I've barely even flipped this knife. So I may not have really worn that track in to begin with. So the skiffs are kind of wearing in a new path anyway. So this is just not good that this is loose. And now the whole thing's spinning. Oh, there we go. Now we can pull it out. It's good. Sort of good. Hopefully it's tight. Come on. Can't get that washer out. Damn it. Alright, well. I'm just gonna leave it. Now I'm hoping that this is tight, because if it's not, it's gonna screw everything up. So. Just gonna have to hope it's tight. Well, I cleaned my fingers off. Make sure I did get the lock bar over a little bit. I think I did, honestly. I think it's good. And it was pretty much fine as is, so not a huge deal. Okay. There's a detemp ball ramp right there, and that's probably what's making that weird jangly sound. Sometimes detemp ball ramps are not good. I don't know. I think on this knife it probably needs it because I don't know how bad the detent break would be if it didn't have that. I mean, it's already horrendous. So it'd be terrible if it was the other way around. Flip that over like that. Right. See if this works. Something feels a little off. That's a little better. Centering is off. Okay. Looks like centering's over to the clip side. Action feels pretty good. That's tight, but I'm a little worried now that this side got screwed up. Tighten that down a little. See, I feel like that pulled it back a little bit, but so now we're center, but we're loose. Yeah, a little bit. Now we're a little loose. Fuck. Well, no, it's definitely off to this side. So this is what I didn't want. Let's see what happens when I loosen this one. Not much, honestly. See, the action's all fucked. It's like fucking pivot's loose as shit. Centered. Microscopic amount of play. Fuck. I mean, it's close. This is the kind of shit that bugs me. Look how close that is, and yet it's bothering me to no end. The action's pretty good, but there's a little bit of play, and if I tighten it to where I want it, I feel like Yeah, we end up off center. So I have an idea. I'm thinking, what if we swap it? Sometimes dumb shit helps. You never know. And it could just be the skiffs. We might just need to switch to the stock bearings. But we can give this a shot. Fuck, I can't put it through that way. Right, can't put it through that way. Okay, okay. It's okay, Kev. It's okay. Okay. Alright, so still off. No play. Action's pretty good. Pretty dead on. And I feel like just the littlest thing. Tighten it, and we're back to... It's definitely off. Just sucks because you get rid of this. You get rid of that jangle, right? When you do that. Which way did I... Yeah, I went through this way. And I can't get that washer out, right? I've tried. So if I do it this, it's the way bearings should go in my opinion. hate having to switch this every 5 seconds. Sorry, I'm trying to like do everything off camera or on camera. Okay. We'll see what happens to the centering now. And then we'll find out if it's in my head. It may have already been off, to be honest, from the beginning. Because I remember looking at it and I wasn't sure if it was centered, but... See, yeah, that looks... To me, that looks much better. And that's without me doing any adjusting. So let's see. And it's not bad. So I think it just doesn't like skiffs, sadly. Even though I usually put them in with Chaves knives. So let's feel it. Yeah, it feels good. And that's with 0 tuning either. So I gotta Loctite it, obviously. That side we did, right? We Loctited before we put it in. Just double check, clean that out. T6. Get any schmutz out of there. Alright, then we'll take our screw. Drop her in. Okay. It's tight. You want to swap clips? I don't. That was a joke. Alright. Centering is... Damn, it's close. Yeah, it's really good. No play. Very smooth. I could, of course, try to back off a touch. Like that. Centering is still good. No play. Not feeling a difference. Back off a little more. Oop. Okay. Don't really notice anything, so I'd rather keep it tight. Make sure it's centered. Yeah. Flip it. Got a little, but I'm thinking it'll wear in. It's still wearing a path in the detent ball. So I think, other than a quick grab knife shield. So, in case you guys don't know, KPL sells knife shields, knife pivot lube knife shield, and is a rust protectant, preventative, whatever you want to call it. And it also gets tape, gunk, and stuff off of your blades, which is really nice. So I usually wrap the handle so I don't get anything down in the pivot area, and then I just kind of do this as I remove it. And it kind of just leaves like a film on there. Nothing nasty or anything. Just wipe it off. And if you had tape gunk, it would be gone. Yeah, that's a bank vault. And then it drops to there. Smooth shaking down. Dead centered. So yeah, she just didn't like the skiffs, guys. Sometimes you just can't use them. It's been happening to me more and more often, sadly. But I think that maybe means tolerances are getting better on knives. You know, they're making them a little more precise to the ones they use. I don't know. That's my excuse, I guess. But I actually really like this knife. So I think I might hit somebody up and see if they can add a choil to it. And maybe while we're at it, black Cerakote all of this and do the frag pattern, kind of do the thing I did on the couple Chaveses I had, except I went and did like blue ano on all the hardware. I'd probably just leave that alone. But I really wouldn't mind a choil on here. I think this would look really good with a choil. And I got that detent dialed in. I just hate that I can't use it. Like, I want to just use it. But we'll see what happens. I really like it. So, that is the Sangre Disassembly. So, anyway, thank you guys for checking it out. Sorry for the sort of disassembly, reassembly. That's kind of how it goes. So, I'm going to let this sit and lock tight. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.